Um, it is May 8th, 2022. On the calendar, it reads Mother's Day. Now, here's May. This is Boys Town. May 8th. On Sons of Italy. On May... Where's the 8th? On May 8th. The Italian Mother's Day. And I gotta get the USA one. And this is the USA calendar, which is, oops. Now, I don't know what a VE Day is. I don't. But the USA calendar, for some reason, has a VE Day. And it has a 1945 code on it. No idea whose circus. I don't know whose circuit. I don't know whose religion. I have no idea. But it's somehow on this calendar that they pass off as if it's the female. The foxhole that the kids fall out of, they make it as if it's that person's day. Just so the house doesn't celebrate the wrong person, I guess. So here I am. I had 4 growths and then exits, as in live, humanoid, whatever. I mean, it falls into the category of a human process, I suppose, for recreation. And the first 3 are not coming to celebrate with me today for some reason. This is where, those are the 3 that came from Man Has Set on the community drive. It's in the Count of Nassau for the family tree of why did you bring me into this for county. Which is right next door to where my residence is, which is Count E of Queens. So they're not coming to celebrate with me. Dan's working for some reason. I don't know why Dan's working on my day and that they couldn't even make the effort, but they're not. So whatever. So my youngest son, the one that's still with me, Cat Scratch, from the 2012 edition, he put on his hat, he put on red suspenders, he put on a light blue, like a sky blue collared shirt, some jeans that were probably like 3 sizes too small, and his Doc Martens. And we went out for breakfast. I went dressed as is, since in the pauper category, I have no funds to whatever. So Lou takes us out. Lou and Lynn, they're dressed pretty much the whatever. Probably Lynn was dressed the best out of the whole bunch because she spends money on herself. She has money. I don't. And so we go to this diner. So we go to search for a diner. We go to the first one, which is the Bayside Diner. And it's like 20 to 30 minutes. But it looks like us inside that diner. It's just the wait was too long. So then we went to somewhere else. I wanted to stop at Seven Seas Diner. But Lynn and Lou were like, no, let's go to the one over in Man Has Said. Right, okay. So we went further down, more by Miracle Mile, Port Washington area, to this landmark diner. Walked in there and it was just like, whoa. I mean, Bayside Diner had white people. I was shocked. It was like as if they all filed in on the Washington Spy Trail on the same day. It was like I didn't realize they were putting out a memo. So I was very, like, happily surprised by what was there. But then all the way down by Port Washington area, the Landmark Diner, I was just like, oh my gosh, we don't belong in this diner on this day. And that would be the one spelled Landmark for some reason at that diner today. They put out a memo, I guess, to their people, and they all filed in. It was like, wow. It's it was a very distinct difference. Um, and I don't know how that happened. So then wasn't gonna wait there. The woman there, by the way, wouldn't even give Lou a time. She's like, and she went through the pages of the people still waiting, and and then she walked away. Lou's like, so Lou comes back with my son, and Lynn and I are like, so what'd she say? And he's like, she didn't. She just went, she flipped pages of names. And she didn't even answer us as to, like, how long it might be, or, like, we couldn't even put our names down. I was like, oh, we did pass that Seven Seas diner, kiddos. I was like, why don't we go there? It looked like they had an open parking lot. I'm just saying, I'm thinking, I have a feeling it might be a better shot at getting a meal if we go there. I was like, besides, 7, it's such a beautiful number and letter pattern. So we did. And so we went there. They not only had parking, but they actually had seats with no wait. So we ate there, and apparently on this voyage of going to, like, on the local what's going out to dine Mother's Day, like, who still has money, and what are they dressed as? There was a lot of people out. We went to the Seven Seas, which were very nice and cordial. The maitre d' looked very, he was the best dressed in the place. And so, let's see, the business owner, of course. And so we sat down, we had this breakfast together quietly. But on the way in, there was something on the radio. I mean, like, normally, like, this abortion thing, I'm just like, do they have to be so loud and proud of, like, I mean, like, it's like, eh. And then I'm like, all right, let's just do, like, aborted mission, like, and just think of it that way so it doesn't feel so, whatever, clinical, I suppose. So they were saying some things, and then it was like, well, is it a face act? Yeah, I don't know. There was like a whole scenario on the radio. It made my son's stomach turned. He got really sick and nauseous out of nowhere. And then while we were eating, Lynn said I looked gray. I'm like, right, well, I went to the doctor, Lynn. I then went back to the doctor. I asked him for an antibiotic, and he denied me. So what other doctor is it that you'd like me to go see in this health care that the humans use in this area, when the doctors aren't even doing their Hippocratic or hypocritical oath? So that happened. So there was like a whole lot of people just minding their own business, which, whatever. And nobody knows anybody anyway. I mean, unless you're in like some kind of, like, I don't know, cooperative with area management where they put pictures and they give you things to do. I mean, I never got to that level of fun and, like, what to do with oneself. So, whatever. So we just sat there. We were, I guess, spectacle, but not really. I mean, it wasn't a pronounced spectacle. We were just ourselves eating a meal. And then we left quietly. I mean, again, we're not like a loud bunch. We don't try to draw attention to ourselves. We're just, the world went to whatever while we were all in a cave. So I had a vote of 4-3 in the innards. I mean, children-wise, 3-1. One came with me. I don't know why the other 3 aren't. Maybe they're just not happy about what they wake up to every day. I mean, they are in a residence with the rapist and the man who tried to murder me. I mean, and they have to look, I mean, like, they have to keep themselves safe. It's a really disgusting, like, I mean, if you want to call this a country, I'm not going to downplay it, just how it's a state in New York. They say the country is the United States, but there's a problem. There's a bigger existential problem, but it's been existing and just getting worse. I can see it in my local area. So that's a problem. So that's how Mother's Day went. 3 of the kids that I raised as a single mother couldn't even find it in their heart or their day to give a shit enough to acknowledge me and to come visit with me. They're going to spend it with the rapist and the murderer, or the attempted murderer, and whatever he's got going on. And I'm with Lynn and Lou, with the little one, and he's going to probably play the rest of the day on some video game, because there's nothing else to do here. While I limp around or try to look for some kind of supreme intelligence that the Hollywood kiddos put together at some point. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.